ASL Season 6.
What's up, everybody? It's time for the Final Four, day one of the Final Four, I should say, here at the ASL. We're going to have last versus effort. I cannot wait.
Oh, this is going to be such a good match. Ask me how good this match is going to be.
How good is today going to be?
It's going to be probably pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Of course, we are in the round of 4, so the winner here, both champions of StarCraft 1, will go to the finals. It is just going to be crazy. You can see the players whom they played against before. I love how it shows them in their own groups and highlights their names to show that they advanced. Thanks, graphic. I wasn't completely sure of that.
In this picture, they both look like they're not aware that the other person's in the room. Like they're both about to turn around and see each other and go, "Whoa!"
They're looking beyond each other right now.
Yeah. I can't wait for this. This is going to be a lot of fun. So good to have Effort now in a Final Four. Yeah, Effort's been one of my favorite Zergs for a long time, but as of late, he hasn't really been able to produce some of the results we've seen from some of our other old school players, you know, like Jaedong or
Here he is, Tasteless. He 3-1 Rain, and he's in the round of 4.
Yeah.
And there is definitely a chance that he can take out Last. We'll see. Last is looking pretty monstrous in tier for Zerg, though.
Last, of course, just dominated the KSL. And what was really crazy about it was he 4-0'd Jaedong in that KSL finals. Jaedong.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was going to be super close, and maybe Jaedong comes out on top, but Last really, he delivered, man.
It was still a pretty close, considering 4-0, right? There were some very close games in there and stuff, but yeah, he looks really good in this matchup, but that just means there's so many games for Effort to look at and find holes in.
Yeah, that's very true. We've seen the introduction to a lot of hyper-aggressive styles. We were talking about this before we got to the studio today. Zerg's trying to take the Terran out in their 1-1-1 builds before the Terran can really even get started.
Yeah, that's definitely been a trend at the top level in Korea here.
Yeah.
And just in general against 1-1-1. Will that be the case tonight? The thing is, you got to be careful, too. I know that Last is ridiculously good with 1-1-1, but he can play bio styles. And if you're really only prepping for the 1-1-1 style, he can bring out Barracks Expand. You know, it's a real thing.
Point.
It's not like you can't play that on some of these maps.
So many different directions that each race in a TDZ can open up in, which make for a lot of very different games. So I think out of many of the matchups that we've had here in the ASL, I would say I think build order starts in this are going to be some of the most important we want to watch for.
Definitely could be.
We got a quick video for you guys, and then we're going to jump into this best of 5 here at the ASL.
AfreecaTV ASL Season 6. Today's matchup. Last, Kim Sung-hyun, Terran. Effort, Kim Jong-un, Zerg. ASL Season 6, Semi-Final.
ASL Season 6.
Okay, we're going to bring out our two players, get a quick interview with them, see how they're feeling, and we're going to jump right into this best of 5. It is completely packed, by the way, down here in the studio, and I know there are other people still coming down trying to get in. A long-awaited match here, and a lot on the line for both of these guys. You know, Last wants to get another ASL, or get another finals in StarCraft 1, hopefully win there. Effort's been waiting to try to redeem himself. Let's bring out our first player. It's going to be Last.
Yeah, this guy is such a monster, the defending champion of KSL right now, and just looking in peak form. There's very few players that can keep up with him in a longer game, and he's very precise in the early game as well. Just really strong and kind of hitting the stride that we thought he would a year and a half ago.
Right. This is somebody who has not always been able to perform where he wanted to at big events. So the fact that he's really overcome this hump and he's here now is super exciting. But here's a guy with a long, long history of being a successful StarCraft 1 player. The Zerg player Effort is coming out now. This guy has had periods of time been the very best of the best. But 2018, 2017 were not very generous to him until now. If he can beat last, I think there's no reason we couldn't expect him to, even if he has to go up against Flash, put up a very good fight.
I tell you, that's one of the best matches that you're ever going to see is an Effort versus Flash finals. I promise you that.
Okay, Caster Park will now interview our players. He says, hello, lads. You are so close to getting to the ASL finals. You had many challenges prior to this at our studio, but you weren't able to get this far. How are you feeling now? And what are your goal for this season? My goal is obvious. It's to become a champion. Today my opponent is Effort. He's an excellent player. He's tough to deal with, but I prepared very hard. I'm very confident.
까다롭다는 이야기를 했는데 주변의 지인들이 특히 이제 김성현 선수가
You said Effort's hard to deal with.
김정우를 상대로는
But the people that have been around you.
그 정도로 김성현 선수가 막강하다는 이야기를 했어요.
Excuse me, a lot of people have been saying that Lassa seems to lack general confidence, and that if you can just work on your confidence, you'll be able to defeat Effort. Is that true? Let me just put it like this. I prepped hard. I've got one mindset. I have to beat him no matter what. So you're already ready? Your mind's already on the finals then? Effort can be unpredictable in the strategies he elects to use, so you can never let your guard down when you're playing off against someone like him. I'm not going to say it's easy. It should be very hard, but I'm confident. He said, are you talking about at a best of 5? Yes, when I'm playing long, drawn-out series, I think Effort's very good at making good decisions and trying to just pick out specific strategies. Over to you, Effort. Last is recently won KSL. He said he intends to win the ASL as well. What do you say to that? Well, my goals are the same as his. I'm here to win the ASL as well, but to become a champion, you have to be able to defeat Flash. But before defeating Flash, to meet Flash is... I'll have to take out someone like Last, so this is going to be great. I'll be warmed up. Oh, he also mentioned he also prepared very hard as well. Yes, but you keep mentioning that you wanted to be facing Flash, yet Last is a... but instead of Flash, Last stands in your way now, another Terran player. What's your take on him and his ability? So, comparing the two Terrans together, those two have different play styles. It's hard to say who is harder to face off against, but all I'm thinking is I'm ready for the finals. I got to get Last out of the way, and I'm looking forward to winning this whole thing.
사실상 김성현 선수는 올라갈 때 이제 디딤돌이다. 이렇게 받아들여도 되는 겁니까?
So you're just saying he's an obstacle in your way then? And he basically said, yeah. You take that Last? He's saying you're just another opponent, just some interference. Do you have any reaction to that? Well, I think he's going to be very disappointed because he's never going to get past me and get to the finals. Flash will be mine. Somewhere Tosa's shuttle's losing his mind here. This whole thing. Like, I'm still in this tournament, guys. Effort, what percent do you have? He said, I'm 100% going to advance to get to the finals, and I will be facing Flash. Again, another tear comes down Shuttle's face as he watches this. Over here to you, Last. He said, you're just not going to make it to the finals no matter what. He said 100%. 100%. That's true. That means you have 0%. You guys have something in common. Neither of you guys have mentioned Shuttle. Okay, even Caster Parkson on this. Yeah, well, whatever he says. All I can say is I'm thinking about Flash. Anyways, I'm looking forward to making my way to the finals. Just let Flash know I'm waiting for him. How does this whole thing about Flash, Artos? Is so funny?
Well, we're at the end of the tournament.
You guys are both talking about the finals more than the semifinals. Anything you want to say? Any last words to each other? Last said, yes, I'm going to make it to the finals. Okay.
결승전에 올라가서 경기를 펼쳐서 누가 될지 여러분의 뜨거운 박수.
All right, that does it for our interview. Let's get the semifinals started. Last versus effort. Just make them shake hands like it's a boxing match. Okay, this is one of the funnier interviews we've had here. So we got a quick video to show you guys, and then we're going to jump into this best of 5. Last versus effort. The winner goes on to the finals here of Season 6 of the ASL.
Apparently against Flash.
열심히 준비해서 이겨보도록 하겠습니다.
김소연 선수 정말 무시무시하고 단단하고 대단하네요. 흠잡을 데가 없거든요. 완벽한 하드웨어와
사냥을 하듯이 성공을 결국 시켰다라는 거.
굉장히 힘든 싸움인데 마지막 싸움에서 김정우 선수가 이기면서
ASL Season 6.
What is up? It's finally time to start the best of 5. I think this is going to go all the way to Game 5. I think these guys are a very even match. Obviously, Last has been a little bit more dominant as of late, of course, winning KSL, but Effort, he's had a history where he's been the very best of the best, and I'm really interested to see if there's going to be kind of the Phoenix down play if Effort fully comes back and can dominate.
Yeah, I think this match is going to heavily come down to how they have prepared for each other.
Yeah.
And, of course, we can't see that yet, but there is that mind game of Last using 1-1-1 a huge amount. Don't forget that 14 Command Center mixed into one game could be super powerful.
Yeah, it definitely gives you a lead.
Yeah, I'm especially looking at what build orders that they try out on Transistor, right? Because that is going to be the map where it's like, well, this should be 14 Command, or should it be?
Yeah,
right?
is that too obvious and the other player just 5 pulls or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, build orders are going to be more important in this best of 5 than most any other best of 5 you could look for. With the kind of maps we have, with the 2 types of players that we have coming into this.
Yeah.
It was a little bit funny in the interview with the 2 players that they both just kept talking about Flash in the finals.
Well, this just shows...
And Shuttle's just so sad at home watching this, like, guys, come on, like, this is unbelievable.
Well, it kind of shows, right, like, just how strong a player Flash is, that literally he dominates all of the interviews, like, leading up into the round of
he takes all the oxygen out of the room.
Like, he was in the last group, and everyone's just like, I just don't want to play against Flash. That's the main thing in the round of 8, right?
Yeah.
And you see why. Mini got him and got 3-0'd, like, bopped. And anyways, we'll see who comes out on top here. Sylphid twice. Looks like Autobahn was banned by Effort and Neo Transistor by Last.
So Circuit Breakers is going to be on Game 2 here. I can't wait. I'm just so excited to see these guys duke it out. We now have both players join the lobby, so we're moments away from starting the series.
The Neo Transistor ban, I'm not surprised to see it, but it's kind of interesting. It tells me that he's a little bit afraid of the 2-hatch play, I think.
Yeah.
And the possibility of cheeses. Anyways, who do you think? You said 5 games, but you're just going to say Last, right?
Yeah, I am going to say Last.
Okay.
I actually would be a little bit more excited if Effort made it, to be honest. But
well, Effort, Flash, if Effort can beat Last,
I think, frankly,
that's like a big deal.
If you really think that Effort is going to beat Last after seeing what Last did at Jaedong, I just want to point out you are clinically insane.
No reasonable person, as
human
you would
being,
say.
Okay.
By the way, I'm really proud of you for not wearing your pink unironed shirt today.
It's not
I'm
my
really
shirt.
proud of you.
None of the clothes we wear on TV in Korea are ours.
That's a really weird thing to lie about, Tasis.
This is so crazy.
You know what?
This
Let
is
me
so
read
crazy.
this text message Tasis sent me today before.
I know the truth.
Hey,
and you know the
Artosis,
truth.
do you think that they'll let me wear my KSL wrinkled shirt today?
This is not true.
And I texted you back, Tasis, I think it's better if you just wear something that's ironed and looks good. And Tasis said,
No.
frowny face, okay. Literal text messages.
Wow. Wow, this is just such an abuse of the truth. This is the biggest fake news that's ever been put out there in esports.
The biggest.
The biggest. As you can see, guys, Last has really been killing it lately.
Yeah.
It's good to see that he's actually going to get, well, he's gotten this far already. I mean, even though I think that, frankly, Effort's a great player, with the people that Last has already beaten, I mean, it's completely within the realm of reality, of reasonability, to assume that he would advance here.
Well, his play against Jaedong was super strong, but there's been a lot of time in between that. These are very different maps. It's not winner chooses or anything like that. You have every map already mapped out. It is really realistic that Effort can do it. I'm just very excited to see what builds they both choose. And with Effort, I guess it's like, it's entirely too hard to predict what he's going to do or even really criticize it. I feel like in a lot of ways, right? Because he has such information. He's very good at preparing matches like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just kind of sitting back and I'm going to enjoy whatever Effort has for us.
Yeah.
But as far as Last goes, does he stay 1-1-1 predominantly?
That's a tough one. By the way, when I said I think Last is going to win, and I still do, I will be very, very pleasantly surprised if Effort does move on. I am okay with that, Artosis. And Effort, I think he's been long overdue for having some major results here.
Well, if you got the skills, then you can make it up to that finals against
Pay
Flash.
the bills.
Yeah, I think these guys have no problem paying the bills at the moment.
Yeah.
Both popular streamers on AfreecaTV.
Yeah, no, I think they're doing just fine financially. Okay. So close to starting this, Artosis. Who do you think takes it on game one? Or should we just wait and see what the openers are going to be?
Well, Sylphid, I think that there's going to be a bit of mind games right off the bat here. You know, I think that Last is going to open carefully, may I say, carefully.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to see him like center barracks or anything like that. Forward 8 racks, but not center 8 racks could be a reasonable choice from him, though.
All right, game one's ready. Last versus Effort. The winner of this best of 5 goes to the finals of the ASL.
Now playing on Sylphid.
Yeah, man. Like, if you absorb Effort game one, I think that gives you a huge advantage. So I don't expect, like, 14 command center. I expect him scouting carefully, making sure his vultures are ready.
That would be a pretty crazy mind game if he did go 14 command right off the bat.
Yeah, if he does.
Sometimes the risky builds, if you bring him right away in a best of 5, it's like, oh.
Well, the tempo that you gain from a game one win is insane.
Well, not just that, but you're not going to go command center first every single game, right? So they haven't gotten any real data on you and how you're going to play normally.
That's very, very true.
And especially if you do a kind of middle of the road build, which is not uncommon or unheard of. Actually, I would say it's just quite common in a best of 5. If you're going to do a feeler build and try to get a read on them and they just econ cheese their way ahead, well, then what, you know? Yeah. So maybe we will have that here from Last.
Kind of interesting where the Overlord is going. It looks like it's headed through the center, maybe? No, not exactly center. It's actually just going over to that main rather than the one where you can poke into the natural more easily. So it's just kind of interesting. First set, wow. Look at how many wins that Last has. That's crazy. Effort's only beaten Sharp in the first set.
So crazy.
Well, I guess Effort hasn't actually been into the round of 8 in a while. Actually, that would be why, right? Because he's had several seasons of very tough luck.
Okay, it looks like Effort is going to be going for hatch first. His Overlord is headed in the correct direction to find last right away.
So here comes last barracks. So regular 11 racks. Let's see if he takes that 12 gas. So that's the part that we're really keeping our eyes on here. Pisses, don't move your eyes from there. Don't you blink.
I will not blink.
That's right. Throw my coffee in your eyes.
How could you do this? I have to cast wearing a mask like a Phantom of the Opera guy.
Yeah, there's the gas. So 1-1-1 for last.
Okay. Now the 1-1-1 build, it's very strong and it's got a lot of different branches in it. Now, even though you have to do basically everything perfectly with this, like if you screw up even in a few small ways with controlling a unit here or there, you can die. Yeah. This build, lately, it's been very, very trendy for Zergs to try to do, like, no-tech all-ins. Like rushing a Hydra or Speedlings and just trying to overwhelm the player.
At the top level in Korea, and just in general, it seems like you can definitely get a lot of quick wins against a 1-1-1. You know, there's a lot of things like you mentioned that can go wrong, right? You lose like a single Vulture or Wraith, and everything can fall apart for you as a Terran player. And then a more standard course. This is a strong scout, this Overlord. I think this was the plan all along. Okay, he sees the gas, he can turn around. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh my God.
Oh, I don't listen to anything you say anyway, so don't worry about it.
That's definitely true. Anyways, okay, yeah, playing like a standard game against this, like I've heard a lot of...
A standard game as the Zerg?
Yes, like a standard, like macro-oriented game. I've seen and heard of so many different ways that people think that you can do it, right? It's like, Flash mentioned going 2-hatch gas timing, but with a 3rd hatch, so it's a more economical 2-hatch.
Okay.
Okay, I generally trust what he says, but I've seen some very cool plays out of Effort, out of Larva, where they're getting a 3-hatch and getting carapace upgrade reasonably quick. I've seen some mass ling stuff that was defensive into 3rd bases from Jaedong. You know, I think that there isn't a standard, whereas if you give us a different build, like a Rax expand, you know exactly what the Zerg wants to do, exactly how to counter that. Whereas here, it's like, we've just seen so many people all-inning against it that I think it is definitely less mapped.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little bit of tech ambiguity on, like, you know, where you can go, and, you know, with the build being this flexible, that's kind of what makes it really exciting. So we've got the Spire coming down now, and as you get that Spire, the Zerg is also going to get the 2nd gas. And we'll see how much pressure Effort can put on last year in this situation.
Mess up there with the droney drone. All right, he sees his Spire, so that SCV was very, very worthwhile.
Yep.
There's actually 0 Zerglings on the map, so this Vulture has a full contain on him.
Yeah. It's important that you get the contain set up here. One Vulture can pretty much kill anything that would try to leave the base at this phase of the game, which, in a really interesting way, and this is one of the things that makes this build so strong, is a lot of the times the Terran has no map control at all early on, and is basically forced to stay back and defend and kind of hide in the dark almost against all these different tech options from the Zerg. But with a Vulture coming out like that, it's one of the things that just makes the Terran very comfortable. And if anything is to burst out of the base that's going to be heading towards the Terran, the Vulture, I mean, that will siren whatever's going to be coming. So you have time to actually brace for impact if it's a Ling all-in or a Hydra all-in. There's like a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's kind of like Paul Revere. Instead of a horse, it's a Vulture bike.
Yeah.
Instead of the British coming, it's the Zerglings are coming. So here, it's just complete standard play from last. Effort has gone for the 2-hatch gas timing with the 3rd hatch.
Yep.
And again, this is definitely one of the ways. And, you know, if you are to trust Flash, as you should, this might be the best way to play against this overall. All right, 3 Speed Vultures just going to run in. Wow.
And even though the Sunk would eventually finish this off, these Vultures are going to kill so many drones, and this is actually huge to have this happening this early on.
It truly is. The mutas are popping out right now. This was like perfectly timed to get in here before the mutas were out and wrecking everything. Oh, can you get one more?
Oh, wow. Looks like he was a little bit preoccupied with his control. Okay, he gets the kill. Not bad.
I would say that that's okay what he did there. Like, you're not going to be able to deny the 3rd base now, which is... Oh, God, he has an armory. He's going to go Valkyrie. Okay, that's cool.
Well, people have gotten better at how to control the Valkyries. This is a really interesting choice here from the Terran. Valkyries used to be considered among the worst things in the game, but now that people have gotten better at controlling them, they have a real interesting role in how they can be utilized, because Zergs, they want to clump their Mutalisks up because it's harder for the other side to target them down or really do much of anything. But of course, a Valkyrie doing that kind of splash damage, it can cause the Zerg to kind of shoot himself in the foot, so to speak.
Totally. And it's an interesting choice as well, because
dude, he's so good with this Wraith.
Yeah.
It's like the sickest Wraith I've ever seen.
He has some of the best Wraith micro. It's pretty
He's
ludicrous.
like juking and jiving so well and keeping the Mutas still in range while they're eating turret shots.
He loses that Valkyrie.
Oh my god.
Definitely a lot of damage put on the Mutas, but losing that Valkyrie, you really do have to keep that one alive. I don't think he did the slide back micro quite there, but I want to mention something, right? Because there's 3 ways to defend the Mutas with a 1-1-1. There's Science Vessel, but against 2-hatch, that's very risky because you over-rely on turrets, and if they break any area, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Then there's Cloaked Wraith, which is the most popular and Last is really good at. So I find it interesting he chose Valkyrie this time.
Also, keep in mind, if you're going for that Valkyrie, that doesn't help you in any kind of ground fight. Lings are coming out on the map and waiting just outside the second base where Last is here. Okay, so the Vulture does tip him off to what's happening, but it looks like Everett may end up committing here. He's just going to try to run inside the main.
Oh, sick Valkyrie volleys right there. Really, really good. The Scourger coming in, though. He cannot be losing that.
Okay, he tries to get that Valkyrie. Again, these Lings are still going to be able to take out this turret and everything else. I mean, all Zerg needs to do is get on top of these barracks, and you can start killing everything else that's coming out.
Yeah, but if he doesn't have additional Scourge, the Valkyrie actually will hold everything. And then between the Lings taking a bunch of damage past that bunker and Speed Vultures popping out.
Okay, one Valkyrie goes down.
Yeah.
I actually think he might have just barely not broken him.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so close here.
This is good for Last, what just happened here. Like, it was looking okay for Everett when he sniped the first one, and then he tried to get by. But basically, when the 2 Scourge missed that one Valkyrie that was flying around, this became pretty much held. And now this is very, very difficult for Everett, I would say. Even though, you see the spies aren't that bad and everything, Everett is sitting here making Muta, Scourge, Ling on 3 hatches, 2 bases. If he had a 3rd base right now, okay, we have a game, but Last has a lot of time and 2 Valkyries. This is so hard to break.
Pretty vigorous attempt there by Effort to just close the game out. And he's really not done yet. He wants to keep coming in here, but again, these Mutas, they can't really be utilized when this Valkyrie's doing this much damage to them.
Oh my god, that's
GG.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's that was a 2-base all-in from Effort.
That was such a good hold, man.
I don't really even blame him because he sniped the first Valkyrie very quickly and very efficiently, I would say. So for him to go very aggressively at that point worked out well, but Last was like getting Vulture upgrades, continuing to make Vultures. He wasn't putting down too many barracks right away. It was well played, and it was, I would say, a bit conservative from Last, like expected.
Well, I'm a little bit worried for Effort now. It was a bit of a burnout what we saw back there. You're right, he did come in there, he did get that first Valkyrie, but that almost seemed to indicate that he really either could not or would not play anything close to more standard. He was just hoping to break him down, and I think Last is going to have a huge confidence boost after that.
Yeah, I think that was just such a crucial victory for him, and I commend him for his build order choice here. Even the fact that he went into Valkyrie, like with Wraiths, things can go wrong occasionally, but I think the Valkyrie play, this was kind of like just a nice defensive play from Last.
Yeah. I'm very impressed, actually. Now, Game 2 is going to be on Circuit Breakers. I think there's a map that Effort wants to play a long game on. It'll be that. And we're going to be going to that game in just a little bit, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
게임 캐릭터들의 독한 하루.
인터뷰는 나중에요. 지금 너무 바빠요.
비지 슈퍼 비지.
스케줄이 감당이 안 돼요.
오늘만 몇 판째인지 무슨 일이 난 거죠?
KT와 갤럭시 노트 9이 만났죠.
4대 인기 게임 스페셜템 받고 게임 데이터까지 무료니까. 게임의 즐거움도 갤럭시 노트 9도 역시 KT.
전투에서 승리하기 위한 조건. 빠른 스피드와 압도적인 퍼포먼스. 그대 준비되었는가? 초고주 스타일로 즐기는 현실 같은 게임 플레이. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
All right, guys, we're back here at the ASL. Game 1 wrapped up in a pretty impressive fashion. Effort was trying to come in there and break down everything that Terran had to get enough Lings with the Mutas over the barracks. If you can kill the Vulture, the remaining Marines that are there, and start to get a steady flood of Lings and Mutas coming there, the Valkyries are not as much of a threat. But Last barely hangs on, and of course, Effort doesn't have any real options once that attack had failed. He was basically he had zoned himself out of any mid-game or late-game options because he had committed so heavily into trying to bust down, trying to battering ram his way into the barracks location.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, too, because it was a Valkyrie 1-1-1, which is the least common out of the three, you know, between Science Vessel, Wraith, and Valkyrie. So I actually am not 100% sure of each way that he may have wanted to fight against that. But we're going into Circuit Breakers now. Definitely a big macro map.
Yeah, this generally makes for our longest games. You know, if we want to see where the two players are spawning, assuming that the Zerg does play something fairly standard, we're going to watch and see when and where that third base will be taken, the third gas. Keep in mind, a lot of times when you see other matchups, players will expand to that mineral only. Zerg really need a third gas.
Yes.
In this matchup, they're very gas dependent. So.
They'll, you know, on Circuit Breakers, they're always going to take another main base unless it's a really wonky game where they happen to be going Hydra, and then they'll take 12 or 6.
Yeah.
Or, you know, 3 or 9 if that's like if you're horizontal spawns. But those games are a little bit fewer and more far between. Now, will he go for that third base? Will we see some sort of all-in once again? Because Last just keeps 1-on-1-ing and keeps holding them.
Again, the 1-on-1 allows you to get that control as long as you don't make any mistakes when you're doing it. And then you still have an array of different options. So the Zerg is still having to do a little bit of gassing when they're fighting off against that. Everett's control, by the way, in the last game looked good. I mean, he seems to be in great shape, but he might want to try a different approach here in game 2. If he tries it just to end the game right away, I think there's no way, especially if Blaster, there's no way Effort can win this series. I can't imagine it, right?
I get sad just watching people all in 1-1-1s so much. I know that there are macro options out there, but a lot of these players seem to feel like that's too difficult or something. Well, let's see. I mean, this is definitely a decent map for opening up bio as well.
Yeah.
Just not sure, man. There's just so many mind games going on here just because of how many games that we've seen of Blast lately in this matchup. So
yeah. Okay. Neo Transistor is going to be interesting when we do go to game 3. That's kind of just a weird map in general. But for now, it's going to be our most basic map, the oldest map that we have for this season of the ASL, Circuit Breakers, which usually leads to long, dramatic macro games as long as nobody makes any mistakes early on.
Yeah, I would love to see that between these two as well. That'd be awesome.
All right, game 2's ready. Let's go.
Now playing on Circuit Breakers.
Huge audience here today. Just ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of energy down here. Lots of Koreans, lots of non-Koreans down here as well. So we've got the map loaded up here. Both players are sharing the left side. Last on the bottom and Effort on the top. Effort is sending his Overlord to the upper right, so he will not be able to figure out what his opponent's doing or where he is right away.
Yeah. So this Overlord, like, while you normally go towards the natural on Circuit Breakers,
so normally you'd go down.
If you do that and your opponent is not down there, you will not get the Overlord over their ledge. They will find it if it was not your first one that went in that opposite direction. So I think that this is this Overlord scouting might be something that we see more of in the future.
Yeah. Thanks for coming down.
Hello, person in the audience.
Now, I do wonder what Effort's mindset is with this, because doing an opening like he did back there can tell us a lot about how he's viewing the opponent and viewing the matchup in the current meta, right? I would feel, though, is that this map is one where there's nothing special about it that allows the Zerg to try to exploit the Terran in any way early on, right?
Not really. I mean, you can try Zergling rushes and stuff, but it's very, very risky, right? If the Terran decides to scout heavily, you're not going to get anything past them. And then you got to look at just the micro of a player like Last. Even if you have 6 Slings in his base and he has 1 Marine, if he knows the 6 Slings are coming, you're not killing him. He will just out-micro those 6 Zerglings and nothing's going to happen.
He will just play perfectly. So we got Hatch on 12 now. We'll have a pull come down here pretty soon.
Drone Scout coming too.
It does appear that this is the 1-1-1 opening again here from Last. But with this good Drone Scout, he'll get a pretty good read on what's going on. At least to start things off. Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Sorry, I actually read this wrong before, that stat at the bottom. It's not about winning the first set. It's who judged that they will win the game, right? So the first game, only Sharp thought that Effort was going to win on that map. Probably he practiced with Effort there and lost a lot to him, I would imagine. And then on this one, it's actually split. The other pro gamers from the round of 16 or so, something like that. What was it, 12 players? So, yeah. Anyways, he sees that it's 1-1-1 once again. Let's see how Effort reacts to this. It looks like he's going for 3 hatchery play. So that's actually kind of exciting.
Yeah. So we're probably going to have a little bit more of a normal game.
Hopefully.
Start this off.
Hopefully. Now, see this SCV that's sitting out there right now?
Yeah,
this SCV is to spot if a very quick pull, like a 9 pull, is coming.
Right.
Because if it is, again, he needs to pull everything into the correct positions and micro against it.
Yeah, it's very, very important.
Like, you're giving up some lost mining time, but that is a worthwhile thing, because if you get caught off guard by like a 9 pull speed and you're going 1-1-1, you will die.
So it's something we actually probably should talk about a little bit more often, but you know, workers in StarCraft 1 are so incredibly strong if they're fighting with other attacking units of your own, because the way the AI works is it prioritizes the other attacking units, like let's say Marines in this case. The workers have the lowest priority even if they're attacking, which is a difference from StarCraft 2 where
big difference.
They will prioritize whatever units are attacking that are closest to them. So one thing about that is that it's incredibly difficult for the other player to micro if one player has workers in with the fight, which is why we see them used in such a fashion. But the other thing that makes workers incredibly strong is that you can grab groups of them, right-click on either a gas or a mineral patch that will make the workers clump together, and then as they're going to that destination, if there's attacking units there, you can make them attack, and suddenly you have a wall set up. So that spotter SCV allows you to at least see minerals a little bit quicker.
This was a great run-in right there. This reminds me of anti-Reaper play in StarCraft 2, where the Zerglings waited, he knew the Vulture would leave the base, and then they went in at the timing that he knew the Vulture would be far away. So this was fantastic. He's actually following with 2 Zerglings to attack the SCV, making the command center, I believe, because he knew the Vulture would come back. So he's right behind the Vulture with 2 more Zerglings. Do you see this?
Yeah, and he,
my God. Do you see how good effort is right now?
That is so sick.
That was, and not
dude,
just that.
He's massing links.
Yeah, he went speed before layer.
Yeah.
This has been, like, the effort is showing his level right now.
Now, hold on. We have to see if these Vultures are going to react in time. Oh, my God.
If you get crossing the bridge.
Oh, I think he can actually trap one. He does!
Oh, my God.
He's going to be able to get up the ramp, too. The worker pull was not in time. Oh! Just one more Vulture out.
Just amazing. Just amazing play from effort here.
There's one Wraith being made, but that's not going to be enough to kill off all of these workers out here. Or excuse me, all these Lings out here. And now you can start targeting down these SCVs, and I can only imagine there's more Lings being made back at home here for effort.
Well, even if there's not, he's done enough damage that he's so far ahead right now. He's killed a ton of SCVs. Yeah, see
he's got Hydras here. This is so smart.
Oh, God,
again,
yeah.
That low-tier style of play, punishing a Terran who's trying to tech up as quickly as possible. The Vulture's going to come out. Oh, that might have tipped his hand a little bit there with the one Hydra coming out.
He's got Hydra speed now, too.
Yeah. This is going to be even harder to stop as the next wave of this attack because there's just so much.
Yeah, he might have to go up his ramp. I think that's it. He has to.
Well, there's no bunker down here just yet.
It's
nice
funny
control.
how many hits it takes to really kill a Marine.
It's actually very strange to watch. He's going to get the Wraith.
Oh, man.
He's going to get the, that's it, GG. We're tied up 1-1.
Okay.
Nice all in from effort.
I have to go over that again real quick because that was a thing of beauty from effort, okay? So he sent 2 Zerglings out and waited. He knows when the Vulture is coming to sit in front of his base and stop Zerglings from coming out. So not only did he run them in at exactly the right time, he killed the 1 Marine, because you never have a second Marine there, ever.
Right.
Because everything's so tight with the 1-on-1. So he knows the Vulture's coming back. He sent 2 Zerglings behind the Vulture, exactly behind, knowing the Vulture had to go into the main base to hunt down the Zerglings, because you have an add-on building, so you're saying a Vulture isn't ready yet. And then the 2 Zerglings kill the SCV, making the command center.
Yeah.
Slowing down supply-wise, slowing down the mine. You have to send another down there to finish it, and then SCVs to mine as well. And then behind all that...
Yeah, okay, this is what I really wanted to
he
talk
had
about.
Zerglings with speed coming, so he knew that all 4 Zerglings had to be, you know, basically as far as the Vultures could be to see the Zerglings coming.
Yeah.
They couldn't even quite be halfway up the map.
Yeah.
So it gave him almost no time to respond to the Speedlings.
Yeah, the setup, it disguised the all-in behind it so well, because that looks like just, you know, a neat standard way to get in there and get a little bit of a damage. It's a cool little tactic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes not Viking, what am I talking about? The Vulture in a bad position.
Well,
and there's no there's no way for it to do its other job. I mean, obviously the Vulture can save you from some of those Lings hitting you in that tiny attack, but it can't alert you that there's an all-in coming.
Yeah, especially the fact that he caught him on the bridges, which probably happens a reasonable amount in his practice for this, right? Amazing. Effort is a god.
We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, Game 3 here at the ASL.
1사 대결을 시작하겠습니다. 넥서스 올라가고 있는 상황이고 온라인상으로는 변현재 선수가 그래도 이영호 선수 상대로 해서 여러 번 승리를 따냈어요.
예, 좀 세게 가고자 하는 마음이 있죠.
네.
평범한 운영을 선택하지 않았는데 첫 서치네요.
네, 지금 원서치.
성공을 했을 때는 가장 좋은 프로토스의 빌드가 역시 그냥 생더블 아니겠습니까? 그거를 과감하게 시도를 해봤는데 첫 서치에 지금은 바로 발견이 됐고
네, 상대방의 초반 의도를 알아차린
네.
이영호 선수고요.
가만히 있을 수가 없죠. 테란의 입장에서는
네.
어느 시기에 맞춰서 지금 시트러시를 감행할까 그런 고민을 하고 있을 텐데
네.
일단은 벙커 이어가기를 선택했다가 일단 걸리긴 했죠.
네. 투게이트웨이에서 질러 동시에 두 개 딱 찍어가지고 이 타이밍에 머리 숫자를 줄여주고 SCV를 줄여주는 것이 중요한 건데 선택의 여지가 없죠. 멀티를 따라가는 것은 분명히 상대방에게 중반 이후에 날 잡아잡슈하는 이런 그 이야기가 되는 거니까
지금이 기회입니다.
그렇죠. 질럿 2개 나와 있는 상황에서
다른 걸 다 줄여가면서
드래곤 2개까지
네.
벌써 하나 지금 나와 있는 상황이고요.
네.
자, 이 싸움 막아낼 수 있습니까, 변현재?
자, 지금 SCV를 방패 삼아서 일단
네.
질럿 잡아냈죠.
그렇죠. 일꾼 쪽으로 바로 달려드는 것이 아니라 병력 위주로 일단은 몰아내면서
네.
자, SCV
점차.
네.
드라곤! 자, 더 드라곤 하나.
네.
자,
드라군이 또 여기 끼었어요. 드라군이
밀어요.
네.
머리를 잡아내더라도 벌초가
네.
지금 뭐 안 되죠. 프로브로는.
물렸어요.
예. 태클을 올려서 들어오는 변수에만 대처하면 된다라는 이런 생각을 지금 하고 있거든요.
그렇죠.
네.
지금 프로토스가 확장이 없는 상태.
네. 앞마당 쪽까지 가는 길에 마인이 너무나도 많이 일자로
어우.
경로별로 한 방에
물었어요.
자, 여기가 비어있을 수밖에 없거든요.
본진으로 만약에 병력이 뛰어 들어가잖아요. 그러면 앞마당 쪽으로 지금은 다시 재차 달려 들어가기 위해서 벌처는 또 숨어 있습니다. 나머지 벌처 6시에.
네. 지금 들어와서 지금 마인매설까지
네.
해놓고 일꾼 속 가지고 있는
병력
상황입니다.
회군이 되잖아요. 병력이 보이면은 이렇게 들어갑니다.
네, 여기 질럿만 있거든요. 들어와서
네.
싸움 걸고.
로보틱스도 이제만 걸린 그런 상태라서
이거 앞마당 프로브.
네, GG! 1사 대결 시작하겠습니다.
프로토스를 상대로 가장 승률이 좋은 서킷 브레이커를 만약에 변현재 선수가 잡아낸다 이러면은 이영호 선수가 그 다음 세트부터 가지게 되는 부담감은 평소보다 아주 2배, 3배가 될 거기 때문에
돌아주면서.
네, 서프를 이런 식으로 지어서 왔다 갔다 해주면서 상대가 질럿이 하나 위쪽으로
자, 이게 언덕 끼고 있는 질럿이라서
네.
자, 아래쪽 머린들이 제대로 못 때렸죠?
와, 하나 잡히고.
그 골목길에서 기다리고 있었어요. 골목길 끝에서 최대한 묵직하게
자, 탱크 돌리겠다는 건데요.
예, 탱크 제거하면서 지금은 드라곤에게 힘을 더 실어주겠다라는 이런 이야기인 것 같은데
자, 먼저 보고. 우와! 뚫어버려.
자, 지모드
자, 이
드라군 체력도 중요합니다.
네, 드라군이 어느 정도 살아 있어서 탱크 옆쪽으로 좀 붙어야. 자,
일꾼
이게
붙었어요.
근데 일꾼이
자, 탱크 하나, 골리앗!
골리앗 지금 나온 상황이고.
지상군과 이 이 캐리어까지 다 연달아 뽑는 것은 이 자원적으로도 한계가 있다 보니까
네,
스캔을 통해서 확인했습니다.
할
패력
것
가지고.
같습니다.
자, 입구적인 명령.
이거 두 기가 셔틀과
셔틀도 터뜨렸습니다.
플레이어 숫자가 많지 않은 상황인데다가 이게 리버까지 좀 동원이 되어 있는 상황이었으면 조금 더 나았을 텐데 리버가 없는 상황이라서 일단은 스캔을 떨어뜨리면서 정면 대결을 그래서 피하죠.
예.
추가 병력들이
살짝 굴렸어요.
네, 추가 병력들이 오지 못하게끔 지금은 아예 역동작으로 지금은 들어간 건데
네.
자, 이제부터 승부입니다.
그렇죠. 여기 리버 하나가 지금 나와 있는 상황이고.
자, 지형을 이용한 그런 수비를 보여주겠다라는 건데
네.
어쨌든 정면에서 막기만 하다 보면은 결국 경기는 내주다 보니까 자, 혼란스러운 상황을 변수 창출을 위해서
더 많아요. 더 많아요. 지금 기다리고 있습니다. 여기서.
탱크 하나만 언덕 위에 자리 잡고 있어도 드라군이 이 정도 소량 가지고는 못 들어갑니다.
골리앗 중심으로 들어가서 인터셉터 제거해주고 남은 캐리어 내기 GG! 1세트 대결 상대방의 캐리어를 무력화시키고 이영호 선수가 승리를 따냈습니다. 2대0.
SBS and AfreecaTV presents ASL Season 6.
Look at all those beautiful people. What a kick-ass night, Artosis.
Yeah.
Guys, we're tied up 1-1 right now. Last versus effort. Both games action-packed. Game 1, Last barely survives the all-in from effort. Game 2, and I think one of the best orchestrated all-ins I've ever seen.
Yes.
Come straight out from Effort.
It reminds me so much of some very tricky plays we have in StarCraft 2 that you utilize against Reapers.
Yeah.
Because the Vulture plays a kind of similar role to that, where you're trying to keep tabs on everything. So he literally abused the super powerful early game Vulture that makes sure you don't die. He killed him because he had it to not die.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
That's how it went
Blast was
down.
bad, if Blast was just a bad ladder player, the Vulture would be sitting at home, and Effort's like, oh, my build sucks, I lose.
Yeah.
But Blast is so good that Effort mind gamed the hell out of him. That was a brilliant, brilliant move.
Dude, game 3.
Even Flash has to look at that and be like, damn, that was good.
Yeah. That's a little appetizer for Flash of what ZVTZ might be having if he gets to the finals. I think he will. So we're going to go on Neo Transistor
You mean
for
Effort,
game number
right?
3.
Because Flash is already in the finals.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
All right, game 3's ready. Let's go.
Now playing on Neo Transistor.
Neo Transistor. Definitely some mind games on this map, Tasteless.
Yes. Okay, so nobody is going to have that center spot that's on the left side of the map. That's one of the kind of exceptional position on this map that you have to just point out, as you have like such an insane amount of area that you have to cover, and you're kind of wedged in the middle of the map. So it's going to be Terran in the bottom right and Zerg in the upper right.
So, this is a map where a very fast command center can be quite good. Of course, you can 1-1-1 if you prefer. 14 command center can be a very doable map. It turns into a SK Terran map almost no matter what happens.
Yeah.
2 hatch play is very good here. So yeah, let's just chill, see what Last wants to do as far as his build order.
Do you think that Effort can keep having these aggressive attacks come in and work over and over? Because, you know, I feel like a lot of RTS theory would suggest, no, you can't keep winning like that. But I feel like a lot of rules are getting broken lately in StarCraft 1.
Look, if you have enough time to prepare things, and you have kind of an idea of what your opponent's up to, you can have builds like that. Like that is a brilliant, unfathomably awesome thing that we just saw from Effort. Could he have 2 things that look like that in a series? There's a possibility. We almost never see it like that, but yeah, you're a foreigner, we know.
It says foreigner on his hat. That's funny. I've lost my train of thought. Sorry, what were you saying, Artosis?
Well, you were asking, like, oh, look at this. Okay, so Effort is doing a pool first play. And this is a command center first. So everyone was thinking Effort would actually take this map, except for 3 people.
Wow. Wow, this is a crazy rush. I can only imagine.
Wow, he still goes...
The pain in the pit of the stomach of Last here is he's got nothing back at home.
Yeah, he sees this and still makes the command center after he sees it.
Yeah, I think there might be another technique here. By the way, if you right-click spam with that ACV, it does attack faster than wait, no, you were giving me that look?
I'm not 100% sure of that.
We've had this conversation several times. If you have SCVs and you right-click attack,
yeah, no, I know that we all thought that forever. I don't know if that's actually true.
All right, someone find out and tweet at us.
Because I know the animation takes a while and you're like canceling an animation, but I'm not sure that it actually... Like I spam them when I'm dying on a bunker or something. Oh gosh, he actually... Okay, so I thought he might go for some early Zerglings here, but he isn't aware completely of what's going on. That it's a command center first, but at the same time it's like a 12 pool, not a 9 pool. Interesting. That is just, it looks like it's just an unbelievably quick layer here. Oh, and that is a tight wall too. That's nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, there's, what could he like possibly try to get even like lurkers and try to push up right away, or does he want to just get mutas?
The lurker would be very all in.
But it could work.
Yeah, there's
I mean, the way that this main is shaped between the I mean, there's like, you get a lurker in a good spot, and you're going to keep all Marines off of there.
Yeah,
so
I didn't realize that this was Ling tight. But.
Yeah, so this is a Ling tight wall in, which would explain why Last wasn't completely panic-stricken when he saw the pools going down.
I wasn't aware of that, but great for him. And then he makes that Singing Depot there that's linked tight on the bottom too. Okay, so this is actually part of Neo Transistor compared to old Transistor because you couldn't do these walls exactly like this on the previous version.
Now, does lose one Ling there. Yes!
Wow.
Oh, got spotted. I didn't see that SCV.
That's...
Oh, wow. Oh, and he cancels. Yes!
He had to already have this in his mind because when you go 2-hatch lurker, if it gets scouted, your odds of winning go down to like 2% or something at this level. So I'm sure that this is in both their minds. Like, did he cancel that? You have to prep for it. No matter what is last, you do have to prep for it unless you can rescout. And he's so far off from Comstat and everything, and I guess he's trying so hard. He's like, please let my SCV in your base again.
This kid's trying so hard. I want to see what's in your base, buddy. Whoa. Okay, this SCV is finally eliminated. So let's see how thrown off Last is going to be with this.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, keep in mind that every game has been aggression here from the Zerg, but pretty quickly he's going to figure out, oh, there's no lurkers here.
So I think Effort is going to be able to take this game. I don't want to, like,
oh my God, look how smart he is. He's assuming that lurkers are coming. You have to get out there and start firing at them ahead of time.
Yeah, you need to make
burrow.
That's very true, and you're going to need
this
to bunker
really smart.
But, here's a problem. He doesn't have an engineering bay even started. So these mutas are just going to kill him. Like, Effort can micro these mutas in such a way. There's no stim yet.
Right.
There's no turrets.
Yeah.
You
need both of those things
going to stop
off.
Effort mutas. It's not going to happen, I don't think.
Look at this. Any kills these Lings again, even any extra damage, frankly, is going to be huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the mutas have glaives. Keep that in mind, guys.
Okay,
so
actually, he was making an eBay. Okay, that's important. Never mind, guys. So he's making
everything Naruto said was wrong.
Yeah. I'm a dummy. This is really important, though, that he does get these turrets up. Because if you don't have those turrets, it really is just going to end. Okay, he's making them bunker 2. He's just kind of broadly countering everything, which is, I would say, a correct play here. He knows that the economy of Effort is very poor right now.
Yeah, he's only just now going to get the confirmation that it was a muta switch. I mean, this is what Effort's done is really intelligent because he can keep shifting gears and trying to throw Last off. But these turrets are up. The muta count's not high enough where you can really fully fight the turrets. He's going to look for an angle or an opening here where he can do a little bit of extra damage.
Yeah, and look at this. He starts adding more turrets immediately because he realizes how poor the economy is. If you get your gas that quickly, that was like a 12 gas or something into layer with a canceled den into 2-hatch muta. And, I mean, of course, your second hatch is much later because of the build and everything. You just kind of have to weather this without losing a ton.
Okay, he's going to try to take out this turret. Even after 4 swoops in, it still does not die. Last was doing an excellent job repairing that.
He nailed that repair.
Okay, coming in now.
Gets that one at least.
Yeah. Now, even though a lot of times when you see turrets up, I think to the casual observer you'd say, well, clearly the rush is over, right? Not exactly. 2-hatch muta is so strong, you can keep trying to hammer at different angles of the base. And because of how flimsy the Terran defense is, even though it does a lot of damage, it's kind of weak, right? Turrets die pretty fast. Yeah. Marines die pretty fast. It's hard to get SCVs when they're bumping into each other to repair stuff. And of course, also the wide amount of surface area there is where he can keep hitting from different sides. You'll see a lot of even the very best Terrans in the world occasionally fall to this.
Yeah, absolutely. Great repair right there, though. Oh, my God. His repairs are on point. And, guys, this isn't just grabbing SCVs and right-clicking on the turret. If you do that, all your SCVs dance all over each other. You get like one repairing and the turret dies. And then your SCVs are still dancing while the mutas kill them.
Yeah,
this is actually a very hard thing to do correctly, is repair these turrets instantly when they're getting attacked.
Yeah, the whole mechanical aspect on both sides for Terran and Zerg in this, it's really complex and very, very hard to do.
Oh man, he has so many turrets right now. Even when he's losing a turret here and there, it's like, no, I still got so many, it's fine.
I feel like we're seeing sometimes 2 or 3 mutas killed before a turret dies. Whew. And this means that Everett's starting to zone himself out of any position where he can actually, I don't know, get into a healthy spot here, you know?
Looks like Last probably already has range done here. He's got stim, a good medic count. Looking pretty nice for him at the moment. He's got a really nice set of turrets all over the place.
Wow, the Last reaction timing is just so good with these repairs.
Look at that, he gets a nice surround on that turret immediately.
Now, keeping the Terran stuck inside the base is, you know, that is going to be problematic for Last because there's a 3rd base being taken. We see actually just finished. Is over there in the center left. So ideally, Last wants to move out, but of course, it's very easy for the Zerg to continue to hammer away at last 2 bases and then try to come out and save anything else with these mutas.
Yeah, just slowing this down at all right now. If you get those lurkers up, that's going to be very nice. But Last has teched sufficiently quickly here that he still definitely has an advantage. Look at this 2-star port right now. Could probably add a 4th barracks pretty soon here and just start really pressuring effort. You know, when you get a radiate up.
Oh, wait. What did it just cancel? What was that?
I actually did not see what that was.
Sorry,
it was either an evolution chamber or Queen's Nest, I would say.
I thought it was a Queen's Nest, but maybe not.
Unless it was an accidental second Hydralisk death.
Yeah.
And if it was that, then he's going to be in real trouble.
The fact that he would cancel anything that would allow him to tech up normally is quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the mini-map, it looks like the Hydralisk Den is in the main. I mean, the natural.
Natural, yeah.
And then he does have another building under the extractor in his main base, so I'm not sure what that is. I would imagine it should be Queen's Nest, because if he doesn't get to Defiler pretty quickly here, it's going to be more than a little bit hard to hold on to these bases.
These mutas are going to hit from behind here.
Yeah,
this is going to force the Terran to stim and turn around. Now, I don't see any
We don't even have
here.
Hydras to morph.
Not even Hydras to turn into lurkers. So
he has to kill this with the mutas.
Which is doable, by the way.
It is doable. So he has probably 13 mutas here, I would guess?
Yeah, it looks like 1 control group and then 2 spare mutas.
Yeah, these lurkers are super late.
Okay, the sunken colony should be finishing.
Gosh, yeah. But still, it's only 1 sunken. This is good micro. Oh my gosh.
This control is actually so sick.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
And I think he's almost got it to the point where the sunk now with the mutas. He actually saved that. It's so crazy. He's going to kill off all this stuff too?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a great play.
He didn't even lose that many mutas. This was clutch. That could have been like a game-ending moment if he doesn't wreck this. Oh, that was the spunk pull. Okay, I see what's going on. Anyways, he is finally getting his tech up a little bit more, up to 5 racks right now for his opponent. Oh, wow, he went into Valks. He thought this was just pure muta all-in. Like, sometimes you go 3 gas, just only mutas, and against that, these Valkyries will be insane. It's not that they'll be bad here, but against lurkers, not as
It's
useful.
an unexpected tech, though. I mean, certainly. Oh, sick!
Oh, my God.
And, dude, most of the army's not inside the base. And Valkyries are going to help here at all.
Dude, yeah, if you get 4 lurkers, it's so hard to even engage with Bio anyways.
And he's making more. He can keep elevating them up here, too. The mutas are going to pair very nicely here. Dude, I think Last in trouble. Last has 2 dropships. He might try to just all in on the main.
Yeah, he did completely the wrong thing here. Like, not that the Valkyries are bad, but he has been caught off guard. Effort is playing like a god today. This is amazing.
Now, hold on. Can Last completely flip this game on its head? If
might
he can get in there, kill the pool, the Spire, the Hive that's about to finish.
I like this idea
this
as well.
Is so smart. I don't think there's any lurkers back here.
No, he doesn't have like anything over here. This is a great idea coming out of Last. He does have a couple lurkers morphing right there.
To the right of the hatch, yep.
2 will not stop this, though.
He also hasn't advanced that much further over here. Okay. Does he actually see?
Oh, he doesn't even have medics with this, so this can actually be whittled down.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good point. I had not noticed that, even though it was right on screen.
If he had 2 Scourge right now, he could kill those and then go kill the Marines. But, okay, he splits and tries to take them out this way. Nice split.
Yeah, I actually can really appreciate that. Well done by him. Now, these lurkers are still advancing here, so Last is going to try to get a perfect surround. 360 degrees of attacks.
My God. Closer to 270, but you got it right, Tasteless. That was crazy.
Damn, that was so good.
That was a hard clear right there, but that was really well done by Last. He's dealing with a very tough situation very well. And this drop, like, it was pretty good. Unfortunately, having no medics in it, though.
Yeah.
And now the Defiler Mound on the way. We have, what, a single vessel? Also, Last doesn't have a ton of gas. His second geyser was killed, so he's not going to have enough vessels to pressure him up. I feel like Effort is on the way to possibly going 2-1 right now.
I think you're right, Artosis. Something else that's worth pointing out here is that even if Terran tries to leave and push out, guess what Zerg gets to do? Drop right back in that same location. The way this map's set up and the position that Effort's allowed himself to get into, now that pretty much everything that Last has is inside of his base, I think Effort has one of the most profoundly difficult positions for the Terran in right now.
Yeah.
If Terran leaves, you drop in the main. If they come back into the main, you can pick up and go back out. And the whole time, you're still taking over more and more of the map.
Now, to be fair, he doesn't have Overlord speed yet. He was getting Hive, so wasn't able to get it. But I think if he has it on the way, that's definitely a very doable thing. Now, he's going to have a couple of Radiates. That should not be enough to bust anything.
Looks like Effort's about to get supply blocked here.
He still has the 2 dropships, though, right? He didn't lose those.
Yep, he's had them the whole time. There they are now.
This is the key. Keeping pressure on with Vessel Marine Medic and then hitting a drop somewhere. This is exactly how it's
Irradiate.
Oh no!
This Irradiate!
Oh my God, that was amazing, that Irradiate. That did so much damage.
Oh, he's going to try to actually just crack into the main here. Some lurkers are going to come up. They need to try to defend.
Well, that's a ballsy move right there against this many lurkers, but a couple of Radiates on those 2 that go into the mineral line, hurting Effort more than helping him.
But I think he can basically close in on this, right? Okay, he's going to get the Spire, which is, that helps. That's something.
Oh, that's really nice, actually. If you can get the Spire in a game like this map is all about vessels and dropships. Because like you can't really walk up any ramps here. It's very, very difficult to do. So if you get rid of the Spire and there's no more Scourge and you already injured the mutas that much, he can run rampant right now. Oh, and then the last Scourge remaining. Kill his vessels, okay. Effort's so on top of it.
Okay, he has not cleaned up. Okay, well now he has cleaned that up over there. So we're going to have to see what the next move out is going to be like for Last here. But I got to say, Last, considering how hard of a spot that was he was in earlier, he is pushing and making himself present on the map. Keep in mind, there's plenty of other gas expansions that Zerk can take over here at the upper left corner of the map.
Yeah.
Terran is just now expanding down at the 6 o'clock position. We'll see if Effort can try to contest that.
This is some sick play by Effort. It looks like he hatched a bunch of Scourges. His Spire was dying, realizing this was going to be an issue.
Oh, big Irradiates there.
Yes, indeed. Those mutas just shredded. But Ling's kind of ready for this. Gonna need some lurkers over here,
just
too, I
barely
think.
did not have enough to actually take that. He's going to try to drop again over here. Oh, good deny, by the way.
Not just a deny, but that's very dangerous right there to have a Defiler that close to your base.
Oh, yeah.
If he can push onto the barracks with a Dark Swarm, that's where it gets very tough to actually hold on.
Yeah, he's going to be pushing from a kind of odd angle here. I don't see an Irradiate available here yet.
Yeah, he needs to get rid of this. Oh, my gosh.
No, he can just keep going. He has another Dark Swarm ready, too.
He has enough ammo with those Lings as well. Oh, pull him back, pull him back. You don't want to lose the Lings because then you can't eat them. The Lings give you mana.
Oh, wow, misplaced hatch here.
Oh, it's actually on purpose. There's like, see those X's?
Oh,
it's so that
of
Zerk
course.
can't
No.
just, yeah.
No, I got you. Yeah. That was my initial reaction when I looked there. I'm like, oh, right.
He just wants a gas anyway. It's kind of true.
Okay, looks like he still had 1 spare Ling.
Yeah, it's too bad he doesn't have one more because, like, you can technically kill lurkers under Darkstorm with Fire Bats, but it's very ineffective.
Okay, meanwhile, another push out here.
Effort on 4 gas right now. This is a legit 4 base.
Looks like we have the physics lab set up. So we might have some battle cruisers here, which could actually be a pretty big headache here, frankly, for Effort. Effort has got a lot of bases that can't be broken by the ground, but frankly, he's still pretty weak against anything that's going to be massive in the air.
Yeah, you know what? If he can reduce the vessel count slightly, that's going to really, really be good for him. Because right now, Last is relying upon these vessels hugely. He needs to just keep hitting these Irradiates because the 4 gas Effort is just going to get bigger and stronger against a Last who doesn't have a 3rd base mining.
Okay,
the vessels are the only hedging against that, you know?
Yeah, they really are. Now, the big elephant in the room right now is that Last needs a 3rd, excuse me.
Yeah.
I mean, Effort right now can last for a long time in this game because he has so much.
Yeah.
Last really needs to do something. And in fact, maybe that moment's going to be right here, right now.
Well, these Fire Bats are doing a fantastic job, but in comes some lurkers as well. So this will get cleared. But that was still an all-right drop. But look at what he sees in that main base. Last knows he's in a lot of trouble right now. There's an Ultra's Cavern and 2 Evolution Chambers.
Yeah.
When you're going, Defiler, Lurker, Ling for a bit. Oh my God!
He's going to try to erase her. In case you guys are confused with what you just saw there, you can irradiate your own vessels. They don't take any damage because they're mechanical. So you can actually just use that and then run right over. Oh my God, that's so good.
Yeah, those SCVs are going to die so quickly. Beautiful Plague and Dark Storm combination. Effort is playing so well in this series, Tasteless. This is just wow.
Well, this is the Effort from years past.
No, his mind games here have been amazing. His micro, his macro. Strategically, he's just playing such a clean game. And now that he's into Plague and Ultras, look at this. Last is just on +2. +2, that's not 2-2, it's not 3-3. You need that stuff against this.
Okay, great Plague there on those vessels as well. A lot more radiance being thrown down here.
I love that Defiler on the edge of the base, too. Oh, my God.
Now, the only thing that Last has going for him is he does have map control. It's the Terran that's bunched up, is kind of huddled inside. I'm sorry, the Zerg is huddled inside of the bases that he owns. If ever can get out on the map, especially with Dark Swarm, it's going to be hugely problematic, though, for Last.
Yeah, you know, he's got so many Defilers right now. He's had so much gas at his disposal for so long. Look at these supplies. These supplies point towards effort winning. They should not be that close. And there's not, I mean, Last is taking some important areas on the map, which is really good. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, those were all plagued earlier. So the Claves can bounce off the remaining vessels and kill them off. That was like 4 vessels killed with 1 Muta. Beautifully done.
Oh. It's just a matter of time now, I think. This might be the last-ditch effort here by Last. You know, he's still got a lot of supply and everything, but his vessel count being so low, he has no pressure really on the map. Effort realistically could take another base if he wanted to.
Yeah, well, the thing is, this army is just never going to break Ultras under Dark Swarm. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, you have to irradiate over and over and over to break through that, and that is not something he has anymore. He's taken another base. That's good for him. I mean, he's trying to macro up, but right now, Effort can sit back, continue upgrading, hit his plagues, take more base. Like those 2 bases in the top left, he should just take them. There's no chance that Last can attack there right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's no way for him to easily get over to that area. He's been so close several times to getting over to that area with Dark Swarm. Now, it looks like the center right base here for Last. I think this should go down. I think there should be enough over here to wipe out this position, which will keep Last on 3 bases. But there's actually another attack we're not showing on camera yet, but there's something headed south that's looking to get to that bottom base.
Yeah, I imagine this will clear too. He's got 3 Carapace upgrades now, so these Ultralings are so strong. So strong.
Yeah, and every time Last gets one of these bases set up, Effort is down there taking out so many SCVs, really. I've lost count of how many SCVs we've had killed at these expansions. And I think this may be the point where Last can crumble.
Yeah,
GG. That's it.
No joke. This is the best CBT that we've seen this year. Like, the series right now, Effort is out of control. He's brought the builds, he's brought the execution, he's brought the mind games.
Dude, that was so sick. I mean, he just looked so good.
He went 12 gas, layer, Hydralisk Den scouted, cancel into mutas, and then there were enough turrets that the mutas didn't do any damage. Okay?
Yeah.
And he still won that game.
So
that
sick.
Was magnificently played.
And now, for those of you who've only been watching since Remaster came out and realized why it was such a big deal that Effort was getting further and further through the bracket of the ASL. He's had huge success in the past, and Last, who Hulk smashed Jaedong not that long ago at all in the KSL finals, has suddenly met his match.
Yeah, Effort leads 2-1 right now, and with what he has been showing, this is really scary. But this is the map that Last least wanted to play. This was his veto, right? So,
but Artosis, with Effort bringing out all these different aggressive styles, you have to think that he could make one more of these kind of wacky attacks work, right?
Especially on a map like Audubon.
Yeah.
That's next.
Oh my God, life is good. I can't believe that Effort's playing this well. I was really worried it might be a 3-0 or a 3-1 here, Last taking it, but now we've got the unexpected result. Effort with a 2-1 lead here against Last. We'll be going into Game 4 in just a second.
캐릭터들의 독한 하루.
인터뷰는 나중에요. 지금 너무 바빠요.
비지, 슈퍼 비지.
스케줄이 감당이 안 돼요.
오늘만 몇 판째인지 무슨 일이 난 거죠?
KT와 갤럭시 노트9이 만났죠.
4대 인기 게임 스페셜템 받고 게임 데이터까지 무료니까. 게임의 즐거움도 갤럭시 노트9도 역시 KT.
전투에서 승리하기 위한 조건. 빠른 스피드와 압도적인 퍼포먼스. 그대 준비되었는가? 초고주설로 즐기는 현실 같은 게임 플레이. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
SBS and AfreecaTV presents ASL Season 6.
We're back. We're going to Game 4. Currently, Effort in a 2-1 lead against Last in this best of 5.
Effort is just playing phenomenally tonight. He has prepared some of the most mind-gaming things we've ever seen. Upon further reflection of that previous game, the Mutas clearing the Marine stack that was going towards the third, I think that's what really helped him, because Last thought it was just 3-gas Muta instead of Lurker defense at a third base.
Yeah.
And so he made the Valks and he made the drop ships, and then Lurkers were dropped in his base, and it's just like Effort has thought about this series on a level that, like, I mean, this is the old Effort. This is the old Effort that would make OSL finals. You know, this is the old Effort that was #2 Zerg in the world only to Jadon, right?
Yeah.
Phenomenal play today. Phenomenal play. This type of play, I'm so excited for Effort versus Jadon possibly happening. Because Effort versus Splash possibly happening, because, like, right now, he's outplaying Last in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, Last has actually not really been able to do what he's wanted to do, especially to get into a normal late game situation. And again, I mean, these attack timings are so strong here by Effort. You'd have to think he could get away with one more, right? Or maybe Effort's going to completely shift gears and go into a more macro style.
Could be just about anything, man. Hell, you can just go 9 full speed if you want, right? You can. I mean, at this point, he's definitely gotten inside Last's head. Last is saying 0% for Effort to win.
All right, Autobahn is up. Let's go.
Now playing on Autobahn.
Okay, again, guys, this is a one-on-one map, so there are strategies we could see tailored specifically to knowing your opponent's starting location right away. But for now, we can say that last is in the upper left and that effort is in the bottom right.
Yeah. Exciting. Just see what they choose. I mean, I think last is going to continue on the 1-1-1 train. I think that's what he's up to.
I like that guy's sign we had up there.
Yeah, what did it say? I wasn't looking.
It was like talking about his past games. We didn't get to finish it. Eventually, like, the director was like, okay, that's been on camera long enough. We got to go back in the game. Yeah, what exactly is Effort going to do this time around? Plus, you know, remember, sometimes you'll have a game where a guy or girl keeps doing crazy attack after attack after attack, and you're like, it's almost like you get PTSD from it, where you're like, okay, I got to be ready. What is he going to do this time around? And then they can just not do anything crazy at all. And you might end up over-defending or second-guessing everything you scout because you're thinking, of course they're going to trick me.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, this map in particular, you've got that little kind of back area, right? That you could have, like, some lurker shenanigans, something like that. Let's not forget, what was it, Jaedong versus C at the beginning of the season, where he put his third base over there and then just Defiler pushed C real fast? You know, there's all sorts of weird things you can do on this map, so where shall they go? Looks like Effort was looking pretty heavily for a proxy racks. Did not find one, nor will he.
Yeah.
For there is not a proxy racks.
I'm actually glad it lasted in proxy racks on this. I don't think it would have worked if he had tried to do it.
By the way, this gas is not quite as fast as the gas last game, but it's just... This was like a 1:48 gas or something. Like, that is
very quick.
Really, really fast.
So, again, what kind of game is Effort going to try to play here? We see the 1-1-1 is basically coming here from last. So he'll be getting his factory up in a minute here.
Last is not scouting yet, right?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I actually had to do like a kind of a second glance there. I'm like, no, there really is no orange on the map.
It's a really late scout, but I wonder if Effort will go Zergling speed first. I think already he is pretty sure that this is a 1-1-1.
Yeah.
It just feels like it with the scout timing, but like with Effort, yeah, let's see if he gets Zergling speed first or layer first, because with how early he got the gas, it's almost as if when the SCV comes, you could scout and then see the layer start and be like, okay, because you can't tell how much gas they've mined. Okay, he just goes layer right off the bat. But actually, he might have bought both there. I was like looking at you instead of there, but yeah, I think he was over 100 already, so could be getting both at the moment. Damn, I need to make sure I look at that.
Last is going to continue to scout around in here. He is going to get his command center built on low ground at the natural. We don't have any Lings out to chase this SCV away. It's been all about drones so far here for Effort, but he will eventually, yeah, there we go. He will eventually have to nudge this SCV out. Now he can, of course, at least lock out access to the main here if he wants to with those 3 Lings.
Yeah.
Having just one there to chase. But instead, I think this SCV is actually going to be able to loop around, maybe get inside the main.
I think he's going to stop it.
Oh, I stand corrected. Yeah, I think he actually is going to get it.
Yeah, it was some good blocking there by Effort.
Nice.
Hydralis Den.
Nice.
This is 2 base Hydralis Den, 2 hatch. This is like, this type of build can be hard countered by so many things.
Yeah, this is basically not a build where you have any intentions of the game going on for a long time.
No.
You basically want to blindside the Terran with lurkers coming in so fast.
Yeah, and it's tricky, right? Because when you're doing a 1-1-1, like, mines will just kill this build by themselves.
Yep.
If they get enough of them out. But with these Lings, just trying to keep that pressure on. That's a great wall by Last. Wow.
Yeah.
Really fantastic. Look how many Lings he's getting here.
Yeah.
This is going to be problematic for Effort. This was not good for Effort, this piece of it. And look at how defensive he's sitting, by the way.
Yeah. The Hydra's like exactly positioned underneath the Overlord there.
So
he's going to do a counter here. This could keep the Vultures from actually correctly scouting. Oh my God, is he going to get the denial again?
That's amazing. That's really nice.
Uh-oh.
And now the Hydra's coming out. Okay, he has a much better idea of what's going on now. He needs to make a bunker immediately and start Marines.
Yeah. Again, the positioning of that command center and the barracks is so good. Vultures are going to try to go around. Maybe get some kills off inside the main. Oh my God!
Yeah, he's trying to spot exactly how many Hydras are being made. These are so low, though he might just lose these Vultures right away.
Okay, one Vulture goes down. There's another one inside the main. We don't have Lurkers started yet.
Yeah,
He is going to get a Spire behind this. Nice control. Does not lose anything there. That's so sick. Oh my God!
All right, he gets that SCV, gets a single Marine, but does have to back up now.
No Lurker eggs yet. Still waiting. Or is there any chance he would have skipped Lurkers with this?
Yeah.
Like Hydra speed?
Because the fact that we see Hydra speed means he skipped a Lurker.
Yeah.
And he got a Spire here, right? So this is really tricky stuff we're looking at. I'm trying to figure out exactly what the game plan is here. I think he just goes straight into Mutas from here, but the Vultures scouted that he made a Spire, so that's an issue as well.
Yeah. One Wraith coming in here. He's still trying to basically monitor what is going on back inside the base of Effort. Effort is getting more and more in the out there area of this game, okay? This is just not what a normal game looks like. That was so sick.
Oh my God, because you have to right-click on the drone. That was amazing. He like did a little loop-de-loop with it, like just such weird movement. That was awesome.
Okay, these Hydras have come down here and are going to be hitting some of these SCVs. Now, because they're all wedged in this corner, they are going to be picked off here. And I think that might have been Effort jumping the gun a little bit.
Yeah. That was a little bit weird. But let's see what the Mutas can do. Looks like he's going into Valkyrie again. I think it's a good choice. This is just such a low econ 2 hatch right now.
Yeah, I'm worried though. I don't know if this is going to do that much here from Effort.
Yeah.
And I think that this is going to be one of these games where if Last doesn't take too much damage, this should be one of the easiest games for him to navigate to a win.
Yeah.
Because right now, everything Last is getting is going to help him in the late game, and Effort is investing so much into trying to do damage early on.
Like the Hydras that he threw away, the fact that he's rallying more Hydras now make that even more painful.
Yeah.
Like you literally gave away like 5-6 Hydras there. They did almost 0. And now the Mutalisks don't look like they're going to do very much.
He's so good with this one Wraith.
Yeah.
Trying to just bait the Mutas into getting closer and eating more turret shots.
It's like, you can hit me. Come on, try.
I'll just slide this over a little bit here.
Oh,
actually got the Wraith.
Yeah, that was a really nice Valkyrie micro.
He's going to try to do what we saw have happen in, what was it, game 1? He's just going to try to come in here and start to completely overwhelm the area where the barracks is.
Oh my God, is this going to be a... No, it's not going to be a drop.
Here we go.
If he had those 5 more Hydras, this would work better.
Yeah, no kidding. This is going to way more damage. Can he still get the bunker, though? Oh, no, he cannot.
I think
I don't know if Effort has any more
close
options.
to leaving this game, I think.
Damn. Yeah, he might try one more time, but this Zerg been on 2 hatch for almost 10 minutes now.
The 5 extra Hydras would have busted that.
Yeah.
Like the bunker would have died 100%.
He actually, that was a pretty bad error by him.
Yeah, he's going to be really regretting that if he ends up losing this series. Oh my God. Oh, he got the Valkyrie. Nice. Does he have a Scourge in
Can he rinse and repeat here?
Oh man, now with siege tanks coming out.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, all Last has to do is not die right away here, and he's basically fine. You can see Last already has SCVs over here ready to repair. Here's another attack here on that bunker. The bunker getting lower.
Oh, look at this Valkyrie, though, just shredding the Mutalisks. He kills the bunker, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the bunker can be remade. We heard the siege tank setting up. I just don't think Effort can do anything again. No third hatchery. You're not in any real condition to last in a late game. Oh my God.
He really, truly doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
Like, look at what's surrounding across the map. He's like, okay, I'm going to send another Hydra.
Yeah, there's like a Hydra, a Muta. And every time the Mutas even just get in for a second, there's a risk that these Valkyrie missiles are just going to connect right on top of him.
They're pretty low. He does have 2 Scourge in there, so he's playing that game trying to catch him. Yeah. I love that Last is not even taking shots a lot of the time with the Valkyrie, because he is trying to make him just dive in like he was doing with the Wraith.
Right, right.
No, just come eat a couple turret shots. It's okay.
Okay, Lurkers finally are going to come in here now. Maybe he has one more timing attack mathed out here.
Maybe a Lurker drop, maybe hold position Lurker. The thing is, the Lurker drop, like, you have siege tanks and turrets. You're not going to kill the turrets, so the siege tanks are just going to clear. But because it's Valkyries, a hold position lurker could be a good strategy, right? Because you're going to leave your base probably with 2 scans and maybe not a vessel. It depends on the exact time, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the plan is.
Well, the SCV now knows exactly how many lurkers there are.
Yeah.
And
This
I
is
mean,
getting worse and worse. I didn't think it could.
Last is getting bigger. Oh my God, I love it. Just big eBay wall here. He says, okay. Oh my God, this has to be heartbreaking here for effort. And
that one lurker in the front does not want to burrow.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go try to be right on top of these bunkers.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting some good shots, no doubt about that, right?
I mean, this is just this.
There's so
much.
much.
Type in GG in a second here.
It's interesting though, because he really messed up a couple parts here, especially the 5 Hydras.
Yeah, GG.
And when you look at how much that adds up, that he didn't get the bunker break the first time, and then the 2 groups of units that he lost trying to break the bunker until he finally broke it.
Yeah.
If he hadn't done that 5 Hydra thing, he may have been able to win this with that lurker follow-up.
Yeah, and we might actually be interviewing Effort. We might have been interviewing Effort and saying, how do you feel about being in the ASL finals? But now we're going to go to game 5 as it's tied up 2-2.
Yeah. Kind of a weird one there. But our last map going to be Sylphid. We're going to revisit that map. And this is where the ultimate mind games really come in, right? We saw what happened here last time. It was a 2-hatch play. Well, a 2-hatch gas timing with a 3rd hatch added in. Does he do something aggressive and all in again? Does he play more normal? What about last? He could do something crazy. He could do an 8 racks.
That's true. It's mostly been Effort dictating the pace of the games.
Yeah.
And Last reacted, and so far it's been even Steven with that. Sometimes Last holds it, other times he doesn't. Does Last want to try to be the one who initiates, the one who forces the Zerg to react? Or should he just stay back and take all the data and all the key points he's seen about how Effort's playing and try to assemble the ultimate defense and outlast Effort in that next game?
Well, this is as tight as they come. We will be right back with set 5.
이번 경기를 잡아내야지만 4번째, 5번째 경기로 이어갈 수 있습니다. 경기 준비 끝났습니다. 여러분 뜨거운 박수로 3번째 대결을 시작하겠습니다.
프로토스가 또 이 맵에서 테란 상대로 승률이 좋은 이유 중에 하나는 역시 그 더블 넥서스를 정석처럼 사용할 수 있다는 것 아니겠습니까? 자, 이영호 선수도 모으죠.
네. 같이 더블을 하고 예, 힘싸움 구도로 한번 가보자. 맵에 상관없이 힘싸움 구도로 갔을 때는 내가 더 유리하다.
돌아가는 타이밍까지 확인하고 와 대단한데요.
와,
진짜
어이가 없어서 지금은 질럿과 드라군이 되게 어이가 없어하는
초능력을 썼죠 방금요.
네.
사게 돌아가고 있고요.
잡아내자마자 앞마당 먹었고 그다음에 이제 빠른 테크 스타게이트가 올라갔습니다. 체제를 확인하기 위한 이런 방법의 드랍십이기 때문에 몰래 가겠다라는 의도 자체도 그렇게 많지 않았어요.
예. 자, 정면도 생각해야 되죠.
네, 그렇죠. 이렇게 하면서 이게 프로브를 잡을 수 있으면 잡는 거고 체제를 스캔 대신에 체제를 확인하기 위한 방법이었기 때문에 몰래 갈 의도가 없었어요.
독이 끊어주고 대기 끊어주고 대기에
랩 활용을 이용호 선수가 굉장히 잘해주고 있죠. 킬수가 빠져있는 커세어죠.
네. 싸워줘요 그냥. 싸워서 컨트롤해주고 끊었습니다.
네.
캐리어를 알고 있는 상태에서 변수를 차단시킬 수 있을 만한 그런 커맨센터라고 할 수 있겠습니다. 지금
네.
프로토스는 추가 확장을 원래라도 하기 힘들죠.
네.
언제 올지 모르니까.
네, 그래서 테크 위주로 지금은 플레이해가면서 캐리어가 3기, 4기 이상 쌓여서 가장 마음이 편한 멀티 타이밍은 언제냐면은 테란의 전진 병력을 1차 전진 병력을 한번 잡았을 때, 탱크를 많이 솎아줬을 때, 그때 추가적으로 멀티를 할 수 있는 권한이 주어지게 되는 거거든요.
탄약까지 내려옵니다. 골리앗까지 대동하고 밀어붙여 준비하고 있는데요.
결국 이제 싸움이 마냥 길어지게 되면은 테란이 추가 확장을 먹은 상태에서 지금은 중반까지 그냥 공격 의도만 지금은 보여주는 거라서 자원적으로 계속 손해보는 시간이 좀 지나가게 됩니다. 상대방이 안 내려온다라는 가정하에, 그리고 내려와도 막을 수 있다라는 가정하에 트리플 이제 시도를 하는 거거든요.
그렇죠.
근데 커맨드 센터가 하나가 더 늘어나고 있는 상황입니다.
그렇죠.
프로토스는 풀어나갈 방법이 힘으로, 이 조합의 힘으로 지금 풀어나가야 되는 건데, 공격 자체를 테란이 좀 무리하게 왔을 때거든요.
네.
하지만 지금 충분히 먹고 있는 상태에서 많이 뽑아나왔습니다.
예. 그래서 지금 이 싸움에서 테란의 병력을 뒤로 완벽하게 물러서게 만들면서 뭐 캐리어라든가 이런 그 셔틀이라든가 이런 병력들이 추가 확장기지, 그러니까 자원줄을 건드려줘야 돼요.
네.
뭔가 이거 미니맵을 지금 전부 확인할 수 있는 변현재 선수라면 구도가 이상하다고 생각할 수밖에 없어요. 테란이
그렇죠.
급하게 와서 그걸 잡아먹어야 되는데
안 급해요.
예.
본인도 많이 먹었으니까 어차피 업그레이드 풀로 찍고 골리앗 세상 만들면은 내가 이긴다.
프로토스 병력이 나눠져 있게 된다면 각기격파거든요.
그렇죠.
네.
반드시 한 번쯤은 잡아내고 본인의 멀티를 돌림과 동시에 상대방의 커맨드 센터 2개를 캐리어로 활용을 해서 뭔가 깨야 되는 이런 그 상황입니다. 이용호 선수의 어슬렁거리면서 내려오는 이런 병력 움직임에 뒷걸음질 치나가는 자원 싸움에서 안 돼요.
네, 물량 차이가 좀 많이 벌어지고 있는 상황에서 화력에서 좀 업그레이드해서 밀리고 있는 상황이거든요.
예.
네.
12시만 어떻게든 지켜내면 되는 입장이고 이미 수비 병력 갖다 놨고요.
상대의 트리플을 트리플을 못하게 지금은 상황을 만들었기 때문에 본인의 트리플만 지켜도 된다, 이 생각인 것 같은데, 일단은 최대한 지상병력 많이 동원을 해서 12시까지 이동안에 본진한 쪽에서 캐리어가 버티고 있을 때 12시까지 데미지를 줘야, 그리고 이제 테란 병력이 물러설 때 트리플을 완성을 시켜야 그 뒷심이 발휘가 되는 건데, 본진 넥서스가 날아갔습니다.
상세 이렇게 하는 상황이고 여기는 건물
이것도
병력이 뒤에 있어요.
네.
차원 차이가 좀 많이 벌어지고 있는 상황에서 이제 물량 차이로 경기 이어지고 있고 인구수 격차가 거의 2배가량 지금 벌어지고 있는 상황이에요.
네.
지금 남은 병력 주력 병력은 캐리어인데 업그레이드가 잘 되는 골리앗들이
인터셉터가
터뜨리고 있어요.
골리앗이 인터셉터보다 많아요.
GG! 압도하는 경기력, 이 무결점의 모습, 빈틈 없는 모습을 보여주면서 오늘 경기 이영호 선수가 압승을 거두고 4강에 출연했습니다.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the last game in tonight's ASL. It's tied up 2-2. We have no idea who's going to take this. Effort is bringing out this incredible, aggressive style. It's thrown last off in some of these games, but last narrowly survived that all-in in Game 4. I don't know what we're going to see here in Game 5.
Yeah.
I think maybe a high chance that Effort continues to do all these crazy all-ins. Terran is a brittle race early on. They do take a little bit of time to develop and get some strength.
Very technical defense is required, especially when you're playing the 1-1-1, but Last has shown he's strong in that regard. Thing is, I look at last game, and I look at some easily fixable mistakes from Effort that may have resulted in a victory for him. So,
yeah,
I think Effort can continue on this path if he so chooses.
We might be seeing the rebirth of Effort here. He might be able to get to an ASL Finals, defeating the champion of the most recent KSL, taking out Last, who won the KSL by 4-0 in Jaedong.
Yeah.
Wow.
This
is
Jaedong's
such a
in top form
competitive
too, so.
The state of StarCraft in Korea, it is so competitive right now.
Yeah.
I'm fine with either of these guys going on. I wish they could both move on Artosis, but I guess this wouldn't be a tournament if we did that.
Well, one of them, though, gets to go and play Flash, apparently.
That's right.
The Shuttle.
Sorry, Shuttle.
Shuttle.
We'll be excited for if you do win, but, you know, we're reasonable people. Okay, so Sylphid is our map for game number 5, Last versus Effort. Let's go.
Sylphid.
What is a sylphid? Is that a thing? Or is this just like a cool sounding word like artosis? All right, thank you, artosis. Nice contribution there. Whenever you look at Last when he's playing, it always looks like he has food poisoning or something. He just looks like he's ill or something. Like that's his game face.
I think it has to do with how good his posture is.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. He has very good posture when he plays.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first Overlord here for Effort is headed towards the southwest, where in fact Last is in the southeast.
Ooh.
Every game we've had Effort open up with very crazy, deceptive, aggressive builds. But generally speaking, you know, if you have two players of even skill, right? One is the defensive one, the other one is the aggressive one. You make them do the same types of games over and over. Usually over time, the player who plays better defense, or who plays the defensive way, tends to win more.
Yeah.
You know, because he says, oh, you're just one of these all-in-y guys. Okay, well, I just need to be ready for everything early on. And you can stop it.
9 pool tasteless.
Wow.
Straight up seas.
Damn.
See if he goes speed with this. I assume he will. Look at this. 9 players. Only 3 players thought that Effort would win here.
So crazy.
Sulky, Action, and C are the only players that thought that Effort will win. That's interesting.
Sulky, Action, and C, huh? By the way, this is, we're just informed by the producer, this is ASL's 600th game.
Yeah, we cast a lot of ASL.
How many games have we casted? This is crazy.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
All right, so this is 9 pool without speed.
Yes. But what is Terran getting?
Well,
barracks now.
He's
we don't
actually
see
doing
gas yet.
barracks expansion. Okay. He is scouting this, so he's going to see the Lings. The Lings shouldn't do real damage. I believe he will just block his choke. There shouldn't be a drone drill or anything like that. Remember that terrible drone drill from Com?
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that.
That was awful. Ooh,
I like the eBay planning this here. This is just one way to slow down the Zergs.
It'll make his Zerglings stay home to kill it. Unless they run across the map. But then it just slows down the natural so much. And look at this, and now... Yeah. It's just such a strong move, that is.
Okay, the first drone's out.
Yeah, I think he'll just clog up this choke, because that's like, it's so easy to hold then. You don't even really have to micro, you just make your SCVs repair each other. Just like 4 of them sitting in that choke should be good. 5 is like 100% hold.
I really don't like this for Effort now.
Yeah, it's like, this is slight advantage to Last, no doubt. But, like, don't want to overstate it, right? Because if he doesn't have his SCV alive, he still has it on the map. We'll see if he can get it back in.
By the way, it's going to be 3 hatch for Effort here. He has 1 macro hatch in his main. But it looks like Last might be able to come in here and scout all of this.
Yeah, that's a good rescout. He doesn't block it at all or anything. But don't forget, you know, he's losing some mining time and stuff. It's not the end of the world for Effort, but certainly this is good for Last. And, you know, he's going into bioplay. So I would be surprised if he doesn't go 2 racks from this and put some real pressure on. And that's where it starts to, the 9 pool starts to really bite you in the butt. Butts you right in the bite. Yeah. Well, that's what'll happen if Effort wins. But when they go 2 racks against this, right, you kind of, everything is slowed a little bit. And the 2 racks will always pressure before mutas. Here it's even easier to pressure before mutas. And then it's like, oh god, you have to build all these sunk-ins, and then your mutalist craftsman's out late. He was, yeah, he had to pull some SCVs in the beginning, but
you know, is there any other kind of, I mean, can Effort also just do another weird all-in here again? Like, just like no layer, mass up Lings? Or like, you'll get a Hydra Den? I don't know for sure, I'm just...
You can go mass Lings, technically. Yeah. But your opponent has to misplay pretty heavily, especially when they go 2 racks and he's aware of this. Like every time you go 9 pool against this, your opponent will 2 racks 100%. He's going to have so many units, and he won't move out until he has like a medic and a fire bat probably.
Okay.
And then it's just like the mass Link. Yeah, he is going mass Links.
There we go.
Well, he's looking for a free victory here. But the thing is, if Last just plays textbook from here, then this should not kill him.
Oh my God, did he not find that Ling? Or the,
Oh, that's a good, that's
a lot of Lings that you see already there, right?
I think he knew he already had 8, because 6 were outside choke, and then 2 chase the SCV that went back.
Okay, okay.
So
good catch there.
Yeah, okay, but see, this is exactly the type of move you need to do.
He's making so many doing a drone drill with this?
He doesn't have anything in, so he can't, but I mean, I guess you could try. He's going to try to run a group down into the minerals and then another group right onto the Marines. Okay, here we go. Let's see it.
Is the positioning good enough?
Oh my God, he's actually got a pretty darn good surround. But
I think last. Oh my God, there's just one more Marine up there.
Yeah.
In the corner. There's just a medic out now.
Oh,
Burrow.
He got Burrow. Oh my God,
that's
he got
so
Burrow.
sick. Okay, he's gonna run inside.
Yeah, he sees, oh, you didn't make fire bats? Okay, a lot of times you go 1 fire bat, 1 medic, but definitely a bit of a mistake here from last.
There's more Lings pulling outside for the second attack of the natural. A lot of SCVs are going down here inside the main.
Oh my God, this is crazy. The fire bats are out now. He's continuing to bring in his Lings. If you surround the fire bats, you're still gonna do all right. Oh, more Lings hitting the natural.
He's got another Ling broed over here. He could actually make him eat through a lot of his own scans.
Oh, he has a lot more Lings coming as well. Let's see if he gets us surrounded with fire bats. 3 fire bats, if they don't get surrounded, can kill infinity Lings.
Okay, it looks like, really good control. Yeah, I thought he was going to get that 3rd one. Now he's going to run back inside the main.
God.
The fire bats being split up pretty effectively.
Oh, so good. He does not have enough scans to keep up with this right now, and single fire bats don't do that well.
Oh my God, yeah, if he could just keep picking them off and isolating them.
Oh, this is so huge. Efforts multitasking right now, out of control. Last trying to hold on. He has fire bats, he has stim, he has medics, but is that enough?
He's continuing to take out worker after worker after worker. That last fire bat holding that off just barely.
Okay, he's evacuated his natural, so this is where he will stabilize. But what has Effort done at home? We haven't seen more Lings come, which means he's teching up.
Oh my God. And at this point in time, Lass is completely blind to this. He's trying to eliminate the threat of Zerglings here. All of his scans, this is so intelligent, all of his scans are going to kill the burrowed Zerglings. He's not going to be scanning and fighting that Spire anytime soon.
I'm breaking up with every other Zerg. I'm in love with Effort.
Wait, where's his play? Oh, still inside
his play is too good. And you know what? He's spending so many scans on these Lings. Like, Effort just needs to make 2-3 Sunkens at home.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even know that he has a Spire right now because he has to use every scan on these stupid Lings in his base. This is so crazily well done by Effort. I cannot believe that he's orchestrated this.
Yeah, no, this is so impressive here.
Look at this. He keeps killing out. This is crazy.
Okay, he's continuing to hit these workers, and then he goes another burrow.
These burrows are out of control. You never even see this strategy.
This is so insane. He's finally scanned and killed off another group.
Dude, mutas are going to be on the way very shortly.
By the way, even burrowing Lings back at home. I guess he'll see those just burrowed Lings there now.
Well.
Oh my God, dude. I think this is going to be like 8 or 9 mutas coming out here.
His eBay is not done. His eBay is not done.
It's like less than halfway done. Oh my God, that's so crazy.
If the mutas just make a beeline to the main, you're not going to have turrets up sufficiently, I don't think.
And he doesn't have enough Marines to... I think we'll have almost the same number of Marines as there are mutas out.
Maybe. He only has 3 racks. Okay, he's got an okay amount of Marines right there. He's got range on the way, so that's good.
The
no
mutas are heading
turrets.
southbound.
Where are the turrets? Okay.
Well, the eBay's done, so they're going to be starting in a moment here. He might actually just try to bust down the bunker here as well, dude.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Sees the fire bats leaving.
Okay, he's going to go for it.
There's no turrets here at the natural. He is going to lose so many SCVs now. He's already lost so many to that Burrow Speedling rush.
Yeah, keep in mind, Lass is completely limping through this game economically. Like, he is hurting. And these angles are still quite good. He can continue to do more damage. Nice denial there. The fire bat actually gets a kill on that drone that was trying to set up the 3rd base. Effort's trying to pull this game into something that's going to be a little bit more of a macro game.
Well, that really is good for Effort at this point. This is such a difficult position for Lass to try to fight from. The Mutalist harassment is going to be non-stop, and now Effort can do anything he wants. Like, I don't think he should actually try to kill Lass. I think if he just takes a 3rd base from here, and just continually harasses, that's going to be enough to set him so far ahead. Like, Last is nowhere near a move
Yeah, look
out.
at this. He's got 3 SCVs at his expansion, man. I mean,
Yeah.
he's broke. And this angle is so good for the Mutas. They can just keep coming in there and taking bites at all those workers that are down there. So that third hatchery has started up. Third base, I should say, has started up.
He knows where it is. A fire bat is there. It will get cleaned up. The fire bat, that is. But the starport hasn't even started here for Last. And he is just hemorrhaging SCVs.
I mean, this push is so far away right now for Last. Effort is really just dominating the map.
That is the problem. Like, even these medics he has out are losing all their energy because everything's been so damaged. He's only got 3 racks. It takes a long time to build up enough on 3 racks.
There's going to be even more kills over here at Tosis.
Oh, man, yeah, this
more
whole
stray
area is empty.
SCVs. The turret placement's not exactly ideal. You can see the Mutas pretty much can roam free in the vacant area of the main base here for Last. Oh, my God.
He doesn't have enough economy to really do much else.
Look at these drones. So many drones now being made to go to the third base. Effort is rich.
Yeah, especially when those drones get over to the third.
Yeah.
His economy is so on fire at this point.
Yeah, and that hatchery's just now about to finish. Look at this. Every time you see the Muta fly in, an SCV is dying. He's killing SCVs faster than they can be remade in some cases.
Yeah.
A hive tech has started here. Last is still marooned inside of his own starting position for now.
He's really got everything he wants.
Yeah.
He's going to have lurkers shortly. I think Last feels forced right now to move out.
Oh my God, this Umbro would actually be huge when the Mutas are here. Look at that.
Oh my God. Effort has thought of everything.
Yeah, this is like perfect. Great usage of Bro here early on.
I don't even know what to say. Effort is so impressive.
Well, Effort's absolutely terrifying. He's completely dictating how this matchup goes right now.
Yeah, no, this feels like the old days watching the top Zergs, where it's like almost no matter what happens, we're seeing him have a plan and tactics to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just crazy.
Look, he's still killing workers here. This is going to be such an uphill fight right now for Last. Last barely has enough Marines to really attack in here and fight this infantry correctly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, and now the lurkers, he can leapfrog lurkers in there if he wants. Oh my God, more drones being made.
Oh man, that economy, that is a lot of drones.
What am I seeing here? All right.
What was that?
That was just weird. Okay, whatever.
Oh my gosh. Look at him, he's building bunkers right now while Defiler Tech is on the way.
And look, he could just stay here. I mean, we don't have a tank or anything that can actually poke. Defiler mount about halfway done. More lurkers coming out here. I think Effort's got this in the bag, guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at how late everything is. I'm not even sure strategically what you're thinking you want to do here, because the lurker contain is making it really difficult for him to break out, so he can't get on the map, and then Defilers will be out. And if you don't have map control and Defilers are out, that's it. It's actually over because they just push you with Defilers and you don't have irradiates.
Yeah, this is so bad. And I tell you something, man. Last knows this is coming.
Yeah.
Like, he knows the position he's in is horrible.
I see the look on his face. Look at the look on his face.
Oh, yeah.
Look at his
like
lips.
I
wish you guys could see his lips right now.
They are pursed.
Most pursed lips ever.
Yeah.
They're almost handbag lips. They're so pursed.
I mean, yeah, the killing blow, the fatality move is coming up here.
Yeah.
There's going to be enough lurkers out. And with the Defilers and the Muta, I mean, he could just come in here and smash the second base.
There's 6 there, not 4.
Oh, yeah, he's actually got 2 stacked on top.
Yeah, he's got a siege tank. Okay, that's... I mean, he has to. He has to try that, but it's... He could just let all those lurkers die to this one siege tank, and he's still so far ahead.
Okay. Okay, yeah, he's going to back up with some of those.
Nice little bait on the tank. Up slightly.
No, it's going to take the tank a long time. We have that first Defiler out now. I don't think there's anything else rallied with the rest of the army here.
4th base coming up as well.
So you basically Umbro back up, make him siege up and come forward, and just try to buy time. Here we go! Oh my God!
Okay, he picked off the Defiler. That's a really important thing to do.
Pretty good irradiate there on that science from on the Mutas. Excuse me.
Yeah. Reduce that count at least.
Did Last actually do it? Did he drive the Zerg out of this position?
Well,
another Defiler needs to get down here.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got another one on the way.
The number one thing is just killing Defilers before they get to your base, and this is why you really have to have map control before they come out, because he doesn't have any way to stop them once they're actually down there.
Okay, he's coming up here now. He's going to get a good surround, eliminating some of the remainders of this infantry force that was there. Science Missile should be able to get back. Is that the second Defiler or the first now?
That's the second one.
Okay, here we go. Another Dark Swarm comes down. Dude, Effort is so close to ending this game. Last is just doing everything he can to hang on, and I think this should be the killing blow.
Yeah.
Lurkers in range of the bunker. Dude, we've got a new finalist.
This is so crazy. Effort. Look at this. Just a crazy run. Last is so good in this matchup. 4-0 Jaedong. And here Effort is with the most unbelievable mind games, strategies, tactics, everything. He used absolutely everything to win this.
This guy is a genius.
Actually, this fire bat bunker is so sick.
Yeah.
Look at how efficient this fire bat bunker is. Yeah, it's 4 stim fire bats in there. That was
the funniest looking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What?
That's what you wish for when they're trying to bust you like this, is to let you have a fire bat bunker that reaches the lurkers. It's like, that will kill everything.
That's the funniest thing ever.
Fire bats in a bunker, man, are pretty sick. You see that? You see how long that flame is? It's crazy.
Okay.
I feel like we're watching the new Mad Max movie with that bunker, man.
Wow. It's like 8 fire bats over here. Fire bat bunkers. Well,
hey, Effort, you want to lose? Just keep attacking fire bat bunkers.
Last taps out. He knows he's done. GG. Effort did it. What a kick-ass semifinal.
That was a great series. And look how happy he is. Last told him 0% you advance.
Damn.
And here Effort is. There is a huge chant going on. I love it. Effort is back in form, and we have another God Zerg.
Wow, man. I am just blown away. He played so brilliantly.
So brilliantly.
I mean, taking down such a technical Terran by constantly misleading him and constantly making these calculated bets with, okay, what should work? How can he get in there and do that damage? Crazy, man.
I can't believe it. Like, the burrow play was so out of control, awesome with the 3-hatch. The amount of times he made him scan, the mutas coming in, the damage he did, the multitasking of Effort, completely out of control. This guy is a legitimate threat. This was the best ZBT I've seen in a long time. A long, long time.
We're now going to have our interview with Effort. This is being done from Castor Park, from where he is. He says it's taken you 1,000 days, but now you've gotten to the finals. How do you feel? He says, yes, I feel very good. It's been 1,000 days. Has been a long time. I was usually getting eliminated in the round of 16. When I finally made it to the finals, I'm so happy.
본인만의 계기가 있다면 어떤 게 있을까요?
사실 이번
What do you think was the greatest motivation to get you here
참가도 안
today?
하려고 했었는데 이제 많은
Honestly,
팬분들과
this season I wasn't really sure that I was going to be able to have that kind of success, that I was going to be able to come in
그녀도
and
또
play well in ASL Season 6, but with my fans who've been supportive, as well as my girlfriend who's really had my back.
이게
People,
그전에 비해서 좀
that really inspired me and motivated me.
오히려 경기가
So I decided to sign up, play the season, and give it my best. I also felt that my improvement had decreased in many other matches, but I think the studio really gives me a lot of life and energy, so I'm playing way better here than at home lately. So after your very aggressive plays in the game 1,
원어원 전략 위주로
it must have been hard for you to try to do that again, but you kept consistently relying on that. Tell us about that. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating that last play. I just wanted to keep doing all-in plays.
그냥 굳이 쳤어요. 그냥 막혀가지고.
네, 항상 입에 달고 살았죠.
Even in first set, you defended really well. But I just stuck with what I practiced, and if I could keep it up, I would pull through. Many times you had mentioned before that you wanted to face Flash, that you want to play against Flash. Flash will be facing off against Shuttle. Do you expect Flash to defeat Shuttle there?
네, 저는 뭐 이번
First of all,
시즌
Shuttle's a great Protoss
시작하면서부터
player.
결승에서 영호 만날 생각을 한 거라 영호에 올라와라.
But before we started the season,
먼저 올라와서 이영호
I already
선수가
said my final
올라와라.
opponent's going to be Flash. I know it's going to be him. And I look forward to it.
팬분들이 응원해줘서 ASL에 올라올 수 있었고 그렇게 좋은 성적 낼수 있었거든요.
There are many fans who have consistently supported you.
팬분들에게 감사 인사 한번 해주시죠.
정말로 아까도 말씀드렸지만
Any words you want to say to
팬분들이 항상 뭐 광탈하건 뭐 경기력이 안 좋건 간에
As I mentioned before,
응원해 주신 덕에
whenever I play
오늘
poorly,
이렇게 결승 진출을 할 수 있었던 것 같고
or whenever I have a good performance,
항상 감사드리고
they've always been with me and supported me no matter what.
이제 경기력 보여줄 수 있도록 더 열심히 하겠습니다.
네. 다시 한번 축하드리고요. 이 결승전에서
I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who supported me. I'm going to show some great games in the finals. Don't miss out. Congratulations once more, he says. And then Effort says thank you, and that does it. Cool.
All right.
Life is good.
Just a great series. I can't wait. I don't know what Effort could possibly pull out, but he blew my mind with several builds today.
The tricky thing is that, you know, you show really aggressive playstyle like that, and then you have to go against another Terran, assuming Flash moves on. I think it's safe to assume Flash wins, but that would be very cool if Shuttle did pull through him. Look at that! What a back and forth series.
It was great, just great. I'm just so happy right now.
Yeah, well, that last game was so good with the burrow, the switch into mutas.
The way he was jumping around,
so
finding
good.
where nothing was there to stop his lane.
It's so smart because he hid the muta tech because of that.
Yeah, it was. Everything was kind of late. My gosh.
So sick, man.
It's been a long time since he's been to the finals, but it is so well deserved. As far as I'm concerned, this is the best Zerg in the world right now. That was just a masterclass that we saw. And he beat Rain in the previous round.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
By the way,
what?
That show match at BlizzCon, ASL versus KSL, it's last versus Rain. Who did Effort just beat? Just beat last before that Rain. Next he's playing Flash. That's literally the 3 other best players in the world right in a row.
Wow.
Right in a row!
In 2 days from now, we will be doing Shuttle versus Flash. Same time, same place. 7 p.m. here at the Freak Up studio at Samsung Station. Shuttle, definitely the underdog. Former ASL champion, by the way, but Flash has been so difficult for anybody to beat, especially when he's playing in ASL. But I'm sure Shuttle has some good stuff planned for us. Yeah. I think if someone's going to be Flash that's, you know, not in the finals, I would imagine to be a Protoss. So.
Flash practice with Shuttle a lot. They play together like a real lot, so it's not like Shuttle doesn't know Flash's style and doesn't know how to beat him. But it is Flash. It's to the point where it doesn't even matter who your opponent is. They're just talking about Flash.
Guys, come to the finals Sunday, 3 p.m. And whoa, it's Shinchon Station. Okay,
cool.
Not far from there. It's at the Yonsei University campus. We've had finals there before. They were great.
Now you guys see how I cast. I'm like, yeah,
good.
Yes.
So do come down and see our finals. That's the last ASL finals of the year.
Yeah.
We've already wrapped up everything StarCraft 2 in
that
Korea.
finals is going to be insane, man. Effort getting there, this is just too epic.
Yeah. Well, Artosis, another great day of casting. I really wish we could just jump right into Tuesday and see what that Flash for Shuttle match is going to be like.
Well, just try to sleep all day tomorrow, and
I can do that.
Get right through it.
I can do that. But yeah, man, I was so worried it was going to be a one-sided series and maybe Effort would just get smashed because, of course, last 4-0ing Jaedong, it's like, well, then he could probably beat anybody in a situation like that. But not the case at all. Effort put the work in. His strategies were smart. Some of those strategies are the kind you can only use once.
Yeah.
So I'm also really wondering what's going to happen when he has to play against Flash. He can't do the exact same stuff, right?
Not the exact same, but just the fact that he showed those things.
Yeah.
These are new things that Flash has to work into, his defense, which, that adds another level of mind game as well.
Right.
So, but hey, he has to beat Shuttle first. This is so funny that everyone just talks as if Shuttle's already
It's a little bit messed up. I kind of feel bad for him because he is a very good player.
Yeah.
This is completely realistic that he could win here.
He's a former ASL champ.
Yeah. He's won this tournament before. We're like, no. I'm like, I'm not even going to show up and cast that. Okay, I'll just see you guys in the finals.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm hoping for some good games there too.
Yeah.
Man, it's just been such a good year for StarCraft. Best year ever for StarCraft 2. Remastered's out. We have the new and the old here duking it out.
Our tournaments have been out of control.
KSL being up here as well.
KSL this week was awesome.
It's a good time to be an RTS
This
player.
match tonight was just so good. It was so
Dude, it was crazy. To end with burrow upgrades. Oh.
3-hatch Speedling burrow all over the place.
So good.
Surrounding fire bats. Burrowing, unburrowing. He, like, the amount of scans that we heard there.
Yeah.
The amount of SCVs he killed. If he hadn't killed that many SCVs, there's more turrets. He doesn't take as much damage. He can move out quicker.
Crazy.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it was a beatdown. From when the Lings got there to when the Mutas had their surprise attack moment. Ultimately, there was just no way for Last to actually push out. I mean, eventually, Dark Swarm is too close to your base, and you die. Anyways, guys, that's all the time we have for this ASL. We will see you Tuesday, same time, same place. We love you. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are.
The time is now.